Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, he put on a highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
It was a fireworks display. He nearly tore the hoop down with a couple of those slams multiple times.
Paul George is the 3 with David West at the 4. The backcourt, Hill and Myers. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Getting off on the right track here early to start the half with some penetration.
Pelicans shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of free throw shooting this year, guys. About 75%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Eric Gordon. And Indiana shooting at 50% in a decent groove.
Well, Drew Holiday, part of a basketball family. Of course, he played at UCLA, but both of his parents played at Arizona State.
They get it again.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time. Boy, the shot's finally dropping for them in bunches, and I'll tell you what, the complexion of this game has totally changed.
You know, that kind of offensive eruption was the only thing that was going to get them back into this one.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, gentlemen, the Pacers head coach Frank Vogel has helped turn this team into a powerhouse. He's had a reputation for positivity, lifting his players up and boosting their confidence. As Paul George put it, coach has no shame in calling you out. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get embarrassed. No one wants that, Kevin.
He'll call you out, Doris, that's for sure. Thanks. Hill, he's checked in for Paul George. The Pelicans also changing it up. Pondexter comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. And for Drew Holiday, you know, you talk about his family. His brother and sister both won state titles. And his father, in his 50s, can still throw down the 360 dunk. I'm looking at you.
No, it's not happening here. Come on. I know he's got some good DNA, but 360 dunks at 50? Although Drew is real deal. His youngest brother is a star in the making, playing in high school in Los Angeles right now.
Outside Hill. Shot clock at 6. Hibbert trying to free himself up. Hill, no good.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now. 5th in rebounding, 12th in three-point field goal percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting as well. Pretty good, but they could certainly stand some improvement there.
And you put all those things together, and that makes this a very tough team. And what really jumps out at me is the rebound spark. And this is a team that controls the paint. If you're going to miss a shot, the ball seems to be theirs almost every time. That allows their transition game to get going. And then at the offensive end, they'll pound you on the offensive glass as well.
Scooped up. The 3 from George.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Cole, the pass to Cunningham. Pondexter kicks to Cunningham. Stolen by Miles. And George, here we go. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop. It took some time, and fans might have been unsure for a while, but clearly the Pelicans have a direction for this team now, and I think they're a franchise on the rise.
Cole dishes to Pondexter. Sinks the three-pointer.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And with the Pelicans getting a franchise big like they did with Davis always helps, but they're also active in acquiring talent to grow around him.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. Scola comes in for West. Hill, he's checked in for C.J. Myers. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for George Hill. And New Orleans also making a change. Agins is checked in. George passes to Hill. And Luis Scola gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Not much doubt about that over-the-back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
Here is Cunningham. Right now averaging 5 points a game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. For the Pelicans, getting young talent is one thing. And they want to make sure, Clark, that they got the right talent to fit alongside their stars.
Kevin, I really think sometimes the cohesiveness and the fitting of the parts is overlooked and undervalued. And Pelicans are trying to make that a real priority. Not only do we want talent, but we want it to fit together nicely. And you got to give them kudos for that.
That's a good point. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 12-4 run. And Cole kicks to Davis. And they double up Davis. And here's Anderson for 3. Pacers leading by 5. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. They get it back. George dishes to Stuckey. Back to George. Hill has the open look. Offensive rebound, Pacers. From outside the arc. Can't get it to fall. Pelicans trailed by 5. So for New Orleans right now, Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Davis and Asik control the paint. And it's Holiday and it's the point.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they want, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Here's Sloan. Back to Stuckey. And Allen slams it in.
Tell you what, he's not going to win any high jump competition, so it's a good thing he doesn't have to go too far to get to the rim.
I'm not sure he could, or any of us could slip a piece of paper under him when he takes off.
No, it doesn't matter much, so Kevin, because he's such a big man. I mean, if he gets positioned, forget about it.
Hang time on that rim, puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for Clark.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off them, guys.
Gordon, the pass to Davis. Asik. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on David West.
This has really become an intense ball game ever since halftime.
Boy, the effort from both teams here, Steve, is terrific.
And here's George for 3. Goes back up. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Off his leg, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Gordon up on top. 5 on the clock. And it's New Orleans scoring again. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Unloads from 13. And there's Paul George on the assist by Hill.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Outside for George. The good-looking shot from the wing. George has got 27 points. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Steve?
Yeah, that's right, guys. The lead has now changed hands 5 times.
And Asik kicks to Davis. And he slams it one-handed.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Gordon goes in. Right side Davis. And they double up Davis.
How about Anthony Davis in this one? He has 15 points and several assists.
He has been fundamentally sound today, making great passes and knocking down his free throws.
And guys, those are 2 things they've really needed from him.
He just has such a great rhythm at the line, whether it's with a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance like it is now.
The shot by George, wide open. From outside, off the mark. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And Asik throws it down.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
George dishes to Hill. Shoots from the corner. Hibbert kicks to Miles. On the wing, George. Second chance shot. No good off the front iron.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. George double team. The pass to Hill. Here's the 3. Money! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer. George!
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
Boy, that was a big shot.
And that one just flattened this crowd, Kevin.
Man, nothing you can do as a fan after a shot like that. Just shake your head.
Nobody near George. It's good from beyond the arc.
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
Evans inside. He's against Hill. And Asik kicks to Davis. No good.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there. Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Now Evans. Gordon goes in. Here's Davis. Oh, and he misses the dunk. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Thank you for